Have you ever wondered what unspoken items you should stockpile for when SHTF? In our unpredictable world, it's not just the Boy Scouts who should always be prepared. Each of us has a responsibility to ourselves and our loved ones to be ready for unexpected scenarios. We all know the usual suspects when it comes to stockpiling: food, water, medical supplies. These are the staples of any well-prepared survival kit. But what about those unsung heroes, the items that don't immediately spring to mind, yet could make a world of difference when the chips are down? These are the tools and supplies that, while often overlooked, are equally vital to our survival. The silent players that work behind the scenes, ensuring our safety and resilience in the face of adversity. Curious about what these might be? Stick around as we delve into the 10 unspoken items you should be stockpiling. Starting off our list with the first unspoken item, nails and screws. Now you might be thinking, why should I stockpile such small items? Well, let me tell you why. These tiny marvels of engineering can be the difference between a safe, secure shelter and a flimsy, vulnerable one. They're essential for repairing and constructing structures, whether it's patching up a damaged wall or building a whole new outbuilding. Picture this. A severe storm has just rolled through your area, and your front door is hanging off its hinges. With a well-stocked supply of nails and screws, you can secure that door back in place in no time. But their utility extends far beyond just emergency repairs. They're also great for everyday DIY tasks, from hanging pictures to assembling furniture. So, the next time you're at the hardware store, don't just walk past the nail and screw aisle. Stock up. Never underestimate the power of having a good supply of nails and screws. Next on our list, a must-have for every prepper: hand tools. Now, we're not just talking about any tools, but some of the most versatile ones that can assist with a broad range of tasks. Let's start with the basics. Hammers, for instance, are more than just nail drivers. They can also be used for breaking things apart, or even for some types of emergency repairs. Moving on to screwdrivers, they're not only essential for assembling and disassembling things, but also serve as a kind of universal key in desperate times. Then we have pliers. These are your go-to tool for gripping, bending, or cutting wires. And let's not forget their role in removing stuck or stripped screws. These tools might seem basic, but their utility in times of crisis is unmatched. From simple repairs to complex constructions, they've got you covered. A well-equipped toolbox can be a lifesaver in times of crisis. For those of you with livestock, this one's crucial: fencing supplies. These often overlooked items are fundamental to the safety and security of your animals. Extra fencing wire and fence posts, for instance, are not just handy, they're vital. Why? Well, fences serve as the first line of defense against predators and potential threats, ensuring that your livestock stays within the safety of your property. If a fence is damaged or breached, having additional fencing supplies on hand allows for quick repairs, minimizing the risk to your animals. But there's more to it than that. Fences also play a significant role in maintaining order among the livestock, preventing fights and injuries. They help you manage grazing patterns, ensuring optimal utilization of pastures. So don't underestimate the importance of stockpiling fencing supplies. They are as important as the livestock they protect. Remember, securing your livestock is securing your food source. Next on our list of unspoken items, we have drill bits. These are often overlooked but are incredibly essential for construction and repairs. Drill bits come in a variety of sizes, each serving a specific purpose. Whether you're drilling holes for screws or making larger holes for plumbing or electrical work, the right drill bit can make your job a lot easier. Think about it: without a drill bit, your power drill is just a heavy paperweight. Having a variety of drill bits in your toolbox ensures that you're prepared for any task at hand. From woodworking to metalworking, drill bits are the unsung heroes of DIY projects. So, I encourage you to stock up on drill bits of all sizes. Remember, having the right tool for the job can make all the difference. In a crisis situation, being able to make repairs or construct necessary items quickly and efficiently could be a game changer. So don't underestimate the power of the humble drill bit. It might not seem like much, but it could be the key to your survival. Moving on, let's talk about an item that is so basic yet so versatile: the humble bucket. Often overlooked, buckets can serve countless purposes in a crisis situation. Whether it's for storage, transportation, or even as an emergency toilet, a good bucket can prove to be an invaluable tool. Imagine a scenario where you need to collect and store water or transport supplies. A bucket can come in handy. They're durable, portable, and can hold a considerable amount of weight, making them ideal for various tasks. Buckets can also be used for gardening, washing clothes, or even for food storage if sealed correctly. In a pinch, a bucket can even serve as a makeshift stool or table. The possibilities are endless, so I urge you not to overlook the humble bucket when prepping. Stock up on a few of different sizes and you'll find yourself reaching for them more often than you think. Remember, in a crisis situation, the most simple items can often become the most useful, so never underestimate the utility of a good bucket. Next up, let's talk about an often underappreciated item in your toolkit: sharpening stones. These simple objects are pivotal when it comes to maintaining the effectiveness of your cutting tools. Whether it's your trusty knife, an axe, or a pair of scissors, a sharpening stone can help keep them in top shape. In a crisis situation, the last thing you want is to be stuck with dull tools. A sharp tool is not just more efficient, it's safer too. Dull tools require more force to use, increasing the risk of accidents. With a sharpening stone, you can ensure your tools are always ready to perform at their best. So don't overlook the importance of sharpening stones when prepping. They're small, lightweight, and can be a real game changer in an emergency situation. Remember, a sharp tool is a safe tool. So stock up on a couple of good quality sharpening stones. Trust me, you'll be glad you did. Moving on, let's discuss something that many of us take for granted in our day-to-day lives, but can prove to be a lifesaver in a crisis situation. I'm talking about marking tools: pens, pencils, markers. They're so common we rarely give them a second thought, but in a survival situation, these simple items can be incredibly useful. Whether you're planning a construction project, mapping out a route, or leaving messages for others, marking tools are essential. They allow us to communicate when words can't be heard, and they can help us remember important details that we might otherwise forget. Plus, they're lightweight, compact, and easy to carry. So, don't underestimate the importance of marking tools. They may seem trivial, but in a crisis, they could make a huge difference, so stock up on these items. It's always better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. Remember, communication is key in any situation, and marking tools can be a powerful means of communication when the going gets tough. Our journey continues with items that are as versatile as they are essential: rope and twine. These items might seem simple, but their uses are countless. Whether you're constructing a shelter, making repairs, or securing items, rope and twine can be incredibly useful. In a crisis situation, these items can serve a multitude of purposes. You could use them to construct a makeshift shelter, set up traps for food, or even as a climbing aid. The possibilities are endless. Plus, like marking tools, rope and twine are lightweight, compact, and easy to carry. So there's no reason not to include them in your survival kit. So, as you continue your prepping journey, remember to stock up on rope and twine. They may seem trivial, but in a crisis, they could make all the difference. Remember, it's the simple things that often prove to be the most useful. So, never underestimate the power of a good piece of rope. It might just be the one thing that saves your day. Next, let's talk about something that might not be the first thing you think of when you're prepping for a crisis, but is incredibly important: containers. When it comes to organizing your survival kit, having a variety of containers can be a game changer. They're essential for storing food, water, and other supplies. In an emergency situation, a sturdy container can keep your items safe and dry, protecting them from the elements and ensuring they're ready for use when you need them the most. Containers come in many forms, from plastic bins to waterproof bags, each with their specific uses. They can hold your tools, keep your food fresh, store water, and even serve as a makeshift shelter or flotation device in a pinch. So as you continue your prepping journey, remember to stock up on a variety of containers. They may seem like a simple item, but in a crisis, their utility is undeniable. Remember, a place for everything and everything in its place. Having the right storage solutions can make all the difference in a crisis situation. Before we wrap up in the next scene, a quick reminder. If you found this video useful, we would greatly appreciate it if you could hit the like button. It really does help us to reach more people and share this vital information. And if you want to continue learning and preparing, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We're constantly putting out more content like this to help you on your journey. Remember, liking and subscribing doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps us a lot. Now let's get back to our list. Let's quickly recap the unspoken items we have discussed today. In essence, preparedness isn't just about stockpiling food and water. It's about considering all possibilities and ensuring that you have the right tools and supplies at your disposal. The items we've discussed today might not be the first things that come to mind when you think about prepping for a SHTF scenario, but their value cannot be overstated. It's always better to have and not need than to need and not have. So, as you continue your prepping journey, consider these unspoken items. They might not be glamorous, but they could make all the difference when it counts. Our journey today has been all about shining a light on the often overlooked aspects of preparedness. We've explored the importance of these often unspoken of but highly valuable items to stockpile for an SHTF scenario. Each of these items has its unique role to play in a crisis situation, and by stocking up on them now, you can ensure that you're well equipped to face whatever challenges may come your way. Comment what other items you think are not spoken about enough but are highly valuable in an SHTF or emergency situation. Remember, being prepared means considering all possibilities. These unspoken items could make all the difference in a SHTF scenario. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment other items you deem just as unspoken and valuable.